Welcome to the Yoga Voice, a podcast by Cityoga, School of Yoga and Health. Our guests discuss how the contemporary practice of this ancient art transforms the lives of individuals and communities in the Midwest and beyond. Cityoga has been a center for the practice of yoga and yoga teacher training since opening in 2002. Join us as we explore how yoga inspires and transforms.
Hello, once again. I'm Dave Sims, and welcome to the Yoga Voice. And we are doing our Friday bonus edition meditation. So thank you all for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, just be aware we are doing a chakra series focusing on 7 different meditations, one for each chakra. This will be the 3rd chakra today. And those of you that are following along, I hope that the 1st and 2nd chakras have been rewarding and insightful as you begin this meditation practice. So remembering that, the chakras come from that Sanskrit word wheel and are thought of as these spinning vortexes of energy. Those energy movements and yoga, we refer to them as the subtle energy of prana or life force. Other traditions may call it chi or spirit. So it's that invisible energy that permeates all things. And the idea of these meditations is we want to release stress and tension that block the flow of energy. It's primarily the object of yoga, opens up the flow of blocked energy throughout the body, throughout the chakra system, allowing us to be our best self, live the life we don't regret, and move forward with ease and grace. So the third chakra, its element is fire. So if you think the first chakra was earth, 2nd chakra was water element, and now we come to fire. And this is that center of will, of assertiveness, of power, of where we develop self-esteem, self-confidence, self-respect, self-care of ourselves and others. So the color is yellow, that yellow of fire. And when we think about moving from earth to water to fire, our energy flow really starts to grow. We feel that desire that we can now reclaim our bodies and reach through emotion and desire to find will, purpose, action. We grow in strength. We feel our power rising up through our gut instincts, and descending from our visions, from our higher chakras, releasing joy from our hearts. So we enter this 3rd chakra energy. That energy is rising up primarily from the combined 1st and 2nd chakra, this growing current of consciousness, as well as this wisdom descending from the upper chakras. And here it's that element of fire, that light of consciousness, that we emerge from unconsciousness. Somatic levels of exciting combination of psyche and soma that creates willed action. As we activate our power, we direct our actions toward a higher purpose. So let's think about as the first 2 chakras really bring us stability, focus, form, we start to move towards this 3rd chakra energy, that its purpose is transformation. Just like fire transforms wood or matter into heat and light, The third chakra transforms the elements of earth and water into a dynamic energy of power. Earth and water are more passive energies, more grounded energies, held down by that force of gravity. Fire, in contrast, moves upward, and the light and the heat rising. So if we are to rise upward through the 7 chakras, it's the fire of the will that propels that movement. It's through our will that we are able to liberate ourselves from fixed patterns and create new behaviors. It is our will that steers us away from the path of least resistance, that addictive habit, or the expectations of others. It is through our will that we take actions that are difficult or challenging, moving towards something new. As we take these actions, we begin to transform. But the first step is really breaking old patterns. So think about the initial task of the third chakra is to overcome inertia. In physics, inertia refers to the tendency of an object to remain in the state it is in, either in motion or at rest, unless acted upon by some other force. So in the third chakra, we're combining the forces of stillness and movement, earth and water, to shape each other. So think about clay. You take clay and water shaped by the potter's hands into a bowl or a vase or some object. And then you put it in a kiln to be fired, and that's where it gets its lasting form secured. And that's really the job of that third chakra. Our will combines holding and moving in a way that directs action and shapes our world. The hardest part is really getting that fire started. But once we get it going, it burns with more ease and less effort. Think about if you've ever started a campfire. There's a lot of energy put out there gathering small twigs for kindling and bigger sticks and logs to fuel the fire. And there's this effort that goes into getting the fire ready to start. And then the effort of starting with a small flame and stoking it and feeding it oxygen. And then as the fire starts to take hold and there's these glowing embers, you get to sit back and enjoy the heat, the warmth, the light, and occasionally add a new log onto the fire to keep it going. And that's what we're trying to do when we overcome inertia to the point where there's energy produced easily. And that's like the third chakra really kicks in, begins to produce power with less effort and will. So doing something with ease and grace is really the true mark of the third chakra power. And I like to, it really occurred to me that when we think about that essence of the third chakra, it really reminded me of in 12-step recovery, like the third step is about turning our will and our lives over to the care of a power greater than our small self. So I think it's interesting to note that third chakra, third step, and turning our will combined with that divine care and grace, it really fuels the fire of transformation in our recovery, giving us the power to take necessary action to grow spiritually through the rest of the steps, to really transform our consciousness. That universal energy of grace really channels through the third chakra, providing fuel for the willpower to keep us moving forward on our chosen path. I just love that connection. And so let's do a little meditation now that we've kind of explored what this third chakra energy is about. So come into your comfortable seat. Allow your eyes to close softly. Let's take a cleansing breath. Big inhale through the nose. Let a big sigh out. Now gently breathe in and out through the nose, feeling the gentle flow of air coming in and out of the body. Take a moment here to scan your body, starting with the parts of your body connected to the earth. Explore the joints of the limbs, the legs, and the hips. Notice how they feel. Any little adjustments we need to make to get ourselves more comfortable. Then explore the spine from the tailbone grounded in the earth and then growing long all the way up through the crown of the head. Feel the muscles along that center of the back supporting the spine activate. Notice what's going on with the shoulders. Are they tense? Can they relax? Are they already relaxed? And then travel down the arms to the hands and fingers, and allowing the hands to be at rest, the arms to be at rest. Notice the muscles in your face. Is there any tension in the muscles of the face or around the eyes that you can simply let go? And there's a type of breathing practice called Ujjayi Pranayama that is very much related to the third chakra. So as we get ready to go on this little meditation journey, I'd like us to do a little bit of this Ujjayi breathing. And for those that have never done it, we'll do a little exercise to kind of acclimate our throat and our breath to do this practice. So I'd ask you to hold your right hand just about 6 inches in front of your face. And we're going to imagine you have a mirror in that hand, and we're just going to fog the mirror. So as you inhale deeply through your nose, take a deep inhale, and then just imagine you're fogging the mirror with that through the mouth. Let's inhale through the nose, and then fog the mirror. One more time, we'll inhale through the nose and fog the mirror. This time we'll inhale through the nose, keep the mouth closed, and do that same breath of fogging the mirror with the mouth closed. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose, fog the mirror. Breathe in and out in this way, you're basically constricting the base of the throat. Some call this breath with sound, like a Darth Vader sound or an oceanic breath. Continue breathing in and out. Five more breaths this way. Breathing into that solar plexus. the location of that third chakra. One more breath. Now let that breathing go and continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Focus your awareness on that area of the solar plexus just below the rib cage above the belly. Breathing into that third chakra, the Manipuri chakra center. Feeling your energy. Now think of a time when you felt powerless or maybe victimized. Go back in time and feel the fear, the hurt, the anger. Feel yourself at this stage of your life, maybe as a young child or a teenager or even an adult. Let your body express these feelings at that time. Thinking back to that time in life, and how did you walk? How did you carry yourself? How did you speak? Visualize that time in your life and how you were carrying yourself. How did you walk? How did you speak? Now take a moment to step outside of this vision of yourself and look at it as if from a distance, as if you were a passerby. Notice compassion you can have for yourself, being accepting of this past self, being non-critical, non-judgmental. And then just notice if you can just smile at your past self at that time of pain, of seriousness. Allow yourself to relax and smile at that vision of your past self. And now let's go back to that time in your life where whatever it was that spurred that feeling of powerless or woundedness, and let's replay the scene with a different outcome. So whatever had happened, imagine yourself going back and doing something that changes the situation. Maybe it's getting mad or fighting back or running away or laughing or standing firm or honoring boundaries. Whatever you see as an action of power. Maybe you need to call and ask for the help of friends or spirits. Allow yourself to do that. Use whatever it takes to turn that situation around. Having resolved that situation, pat yourself on the back. Thank yourself. Feel a sense of wholeness and satisfaction, and try to bring that through to your life right now. feeling that wholeness within yourself. Next, ask yourself, is there anyone that you're currently blaming for circumstances in your life? How much power are you giving away to them? In 12-step, we talk about resentments and reliving old energy, which is the essence of allowing someone to just live in your brain, live rent-free in your mind, occupying energy and focus. So let's make a decision to reclaim our power by simply thinking of the name of that person that you may be blaming for circumstances in your life. Hold that name in your heart with compassion and simply repeat these words to yourself, holding their name. I hereby release you from responsibility for my life and its challenges. I now take that responsibility myself. I hereby release you from responsibility for my life and its challenges. I now take that responsibility myself. I hereby release you from responsibility from my life and its challenges. I now take that responsibility myself. As you take back your energy, notice how it feels to take back that power, your power. You are empowering yourself. Feel that power flow through you, rising up from the core of the earth, through the lower chakras, creating momentum and stability, and bursting into that energy of flames and heat and transformation of the third chakra. Now begin to deepen your breath. Feel this energy radiating from within you to the world around you. Knowing that grace and ease will come in your life as you open up these energies. Let's stretch our arms out. We'll reach our hands up overhead, draw the palms together, slowly bringing your hands to that heart center. Honoring that light and spirit within you. I honor that divine light and spirit within each one of you. And I thank you for sharing in this practice. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in. And feel free to repeat the first couple of chakra meditations and then this one, and maybe do this one this week and focus on that energy. And I look forward to bringing you the fourth chakra, the Anahata heart chakra next week. And upcoming, we have on June 1st, Monday, June 1st, we'll be releasing Gaynell Collier-Magar's interview, which I had a nice long chat with her, and She's a yoga teacher that's just had a fascinating life. She's taught at Cityoga and at Nourish Wellness, and she teaches around town. She's taught all over the world, and she's just a really interesting, dynamic person. So hope you tune in and listen to our little podcast interview with Gay Nell coming up next week. And have a really awesome day. Stay well. Stay calm. And to remember to pause and breathe.
Thank you for listening to The Yoga Voice, brought to you by Cityoga School of Yoga and Health, where we are committed to exploring how yoga inspires and transforms. Find out more at www.cityoga.biz. That's CITYOGA.biz. Special thanks to our producer, Brian Sims, for his audio expertise.